And let's start streaming. Hello, everyone. We were waiting for the stream to start. So if you're checking us out on YouTube, you're checking us out right now. Hello, how's it going? What is up, Twitch? We should be live. How's it going? Slightly Off Topic Podcast, episode 105. Devin's over here trying to get set up with a jizz on it. Oh,
as always.
That one you can see both of us. Look at that.
Hi.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at your pretty face.
Look at it. Look at it. Ooh, my big old beard gets in the way of my pretty face. But you know. So, what's up, y'all? Episode 105. Oh wait, we better start. We better start this.
Yeah. we gotta start.
Welcome, Anchor.
We're good. Now we're back.
Welcome our Spotify and Apple Podcast and all other podcasting people. This is Slightly Off Topic Podcast, 105th episode.
105th?
105th.
The 105th.
105th episode.
Like it. I like it.
Yeah. We're back. How you been, Doug?
Oh man, it has been quite the week, my guy.
Yeah.
It's been quite the week. Work's been fun as always. Had a wedding for brother yesterday. That was fun.
Weddings are always fun.
Weddings are always fun.
Yeah.
Celebrated Janelle's birthday, so shout out to Janelle.
Happy birthday, Janelle.
Gonna wish her a happy birthday again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good week, a good day yesterday. How about you?
It's been good. I've been hunting all weekend, trying to get me a turkey.
Now, don't let him fool you guys. He's not doing any real hunting.
Yeah, I'm down behind my house.
He's
in a turkey
in a turkey blind behind his house.
Yeah.
He's waiting for the neighborhood turkey to walk through his backyard that walk through his backyard every day.
I mean, I am more hunting than doing that. Give me a little bit more credit than that. I mean, I am sitting in my blind, down from the house, calling on them. If I was doing that, I'd just be sitting in the house with a shotgun by the front door waiting for him to walk through the front driveway. And I could do that, but I figured I'd put a little bit more effort into it and set up a blind, go down the hill from my house. Because I have 5 acres, so I just go down the hill by the little creek and try and call the turkey in. But me and my buddy Nate, you guys know him from a couple episodes. He and I sat out there for something like 11 hours yesterday calling on birds. I mean, we put in a little bit of time, and this morning I put in about 4 or 5 hours. I even took my daughter Scarlett down there to call on some turkeys, and they're gobbling all over the valley, but they're neighborhood birds. They're not trying to come into the or they're not trying to answer a call and come running.
You don't have a decoy yet.
And I don't have a decoy, so that's probably my number one fail. Like my number one fail.
Yeah, I agree. So, let's just get into the nitty gritty here. Let's get into our lists for 105. Julian Edelman retiring.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he kind of. I don't know what happened there.
And he's now an inductee to the Hall of Fame.
I don't think
what I saw.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
We're having issues with our merchandise here, people.
Yeah, it doesn't like me.
I don't think he likes either of us right now. It's alright. Yeah, so Edelman, he's retiring.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about the Edelman retirement thing was...
Came out of nowhere.
Well, and he, failed his physical first. Like he had no intentions to, let anyone know it felt like. Like he was just like, yeah, I'll let them know when I have to. This is probably my last year, or that was probably my last year. So we're sitting here thinking like, well, either he failed his physical and his only realistic thing to do was to retire. That could have been the possibility too.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe he's just done with not for long.
I don't see how that guy. He's like the Jason Statham of football.
Interesting way to put it.
Yeah, I don't see how that guy fails a physical.
Interesting way to put it.
But you know, he's like that older, super ripped, fast. Like
Maybe because these younger guys that are coming in are just.
I'm just saying, I don't see how that guy fails a physical. Like how does
Who knows?
Julian Edelman, the squirrel, fail physical? I'm
No.
just flabbergasted. If you guys can't tell, I'm just blown away by that.
James Conner going to the Cardinals.
Oh, dude, yes. James Conner. If you guys aren't familiar, which you should be, James Conner is the now former, Pittsburgh Steelers running back. Was hurt multiple times last year and the year before. Put up pretty good fantasy points every time he was on the field,
But prone
but
to injuries.
injury prone like the whole Steelers football team. I don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh. They can put together a damn good team, but they fall apart at the end of every season. Like whether it be
halfway through the season, they start falling apart.
yeah, yeah, and then they like cobble their way through the first or second game of the playoffs, and then they get their ass handed to them by an actual team.
Yep.
I'm sorry to say that to the Steelers fans. I bet
Hit-
you just turned off the show, but
Hit him where it hurts.
it's okay. I do
Love
think
you
though
guys.
that
Not really.
James Conner now going to the Cardinals, I think that team's gonna be legit. Didn't I say it the couple weeks ago that Cardinals are going to the Super Bowl?
You think they're gonna go to the Super Bowl?
I
You
do.
still think they're gonna go?
I do, with J.J. Watt, James Conner, fucking Kyler Murray.
The Cardinals
who's
are
their,
the Cardinals are most definitely making moves to beef up their.
Oh, and DeAndre Hopkins is on their team. He used to play for Houston.
No, they're definitely making moves to do what they can.
Yes.
They'll be a competitive team for sure.
Yeah.
It'd have been epic to see the Watt brothers on the same team though.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
I think T.J. Watt's trying to get out of where is he? Pittsburgh. Yeah, I think he's trying to get out of Pittsburgh. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I hear Pittsburgh's a great city and it's great fans, but that team is
loyal as fuck, just like any other.
that team
Just like
is
the Raiders.
man. That team did so good at the beginning of last season. I had half their team on my fantasy and killed it. And then it just
fell apart.
yeah, it was just mediocre the rest of the season. And then they lost a bunch of games. It was kind of sad.
Jamal Murray.
Speaking of sad, man,
That's why I brought it up.
man.
Because I knew that was gonna break your heart.
Oh, I'm gonna cry right now. Oh, my boy Jamal's out for the season. So the Nuggets have won 2 in a row since Jamal Murray got hurt. Go Nuggets. But I don't think they can play the Nuggets or the Lakers now. There's no way they're getting through the Lakers in the playoffs. Devin, please give me some reassurance or something. Come on. Tell me it's going to be okay. They're going to win.
I can't agree or disagree because, to be honest, I haven't watched the Nuggets since Melo.
Well, the Nuggets have a pretty badass team right now. Jokic, the Joker, the big white dude,
Yep.
he is on point, dude. The guy is epic.
Now, I mean, sounds of things. Either way, you have to look at it as it's a Nuggets team going up against LeBron, and Ball, and who else is on the Lakers right now?
Anthony Davis.
And
I try not to pay much attention to them because they're so freaking good. I hate looking at their team.
They
have him too. I forgot.
They have such a dynamic team that if they
have LeBron, so it's like,
and then
if he wants to go off, you're not stopping him.
If LeBron goes from level 5 to level 10, it's just game over.
And then Anthony Davis, if he's fucking healthy, that guy, same thing. He can go off. He can shoot threes. He's like almost 7 feet tall, or more than 7 feet tall. I don't even know. Freaking dude is amazing. That's the guy with the big unibrow, Anthony Davis.
I know.
Yeah. NBA kind of soft spot for me. Steph Curry's still just as fun to watch. But that's about
until he retires.
That's about the only thing good about the Golden State Warriors is you see Steph Curry do something epic on the fucking highlight reel. It's like, cool.
It's a half court shot.
Put up like 12 threes in a row. It's like, Jesus.
Eyes shut.
Yeah, the 13th one, he's like, okay, I can do my eyes. Oh shit, I missed. Damn it, I shouldn't have done it with my eyes closed. Yeah. The NBA's at that point where it's like, I'll pick it back up again.
Here's another team that everyone knows that I don't pay attention to, and I haven't paid attention to this team since Patrick Waugh and Joe Sakic, right?
Yeah. Since back in now.
Tell me about the Avalanche.
Well, Avs are doing pretty good. COVID is running rampant through the Avs team right now, I guess. Or I guess they're on COVID protocol, so something is happening. But, yeah. Avs are, I think they come back 420. Or something like
that.
An
epic day to come back to.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's 420. So yeah, they come back, and Philip Grubauer, their goalie, he had COVID. Probably still does, because you don't just have it for a couple days.
No. Maybe.
That was less than a week ago that I saw that.
Who knows?
But for the most part, the Avs are doing okay. They got back Carl Soderberg from the Blackhawks. Yeah, the Chicago Blackhawks. Blackhawks. Sorry.
That's what I said, Blackhawks.
Yeah, you understood.
Just a little fast with the.
I stuttered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other than that, we got a little juicy one, and then we're gonna dive into our main topic for our little slightly off-topic podcast that'll mostly go off-topic.
Oh, we can also talk about my new toy I bought.
Ooh.
Because I did just buy a new toy.
Yes. I like new toys. I need to get new toys.
So, it was leading up to this purchase, I knew I was coming into a decent amount of money, right? So I was like, what am I going to do with this money? Now, this money came from an old 401k with an old employer, right? Now, being in the financial industry, the smart thing for me to do is to invest this money, right? No. I don't invest this money, okay? And here's why. For fuck, 5 years now. I've been paying on a car that's not 5 years. It's been 2017. So 2017. I've been paying on a car that's been just constantly gaining interest. Right.
Ouch.
Car that's been totaled.
Ouch.
I didn't have insurance on this car.
Ouch.
Right. And I also had a credit card that also has been gaining interest, but it was closed out because I had overdrawn it and it just took too long for me to pay it back, right? So I had these two hefty interest rate accounts that I'm like, I need to pay these off, right? Because those are the only interest rate accounts that I have major debts in. My car was like $6,000 and my credit card was like just under four. So about $10,000, right?
Damn.
So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna go and pay those debts off real quick. Sweet, they're paid off. I'm gonna reward myself.
There you go.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Because I still had a decent chunk of change left, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, you just spent 10 grand and paid off debt.
Yeah, I was like, all right. So what am I gonna? The smart thing to do again is probably to let this money work for me and invest it.
Yeah.
Right? What do I do that? No, I don't do that at all. Right? Instead, I'm like, well, fuck. I've been talking about buying a gun for years now, right? Well, I've also got a tattoo that I need to finish. So now I'm in a freaking conundrum.
Yep.
Do I go and buy this gun that I've wanted for oh so long? Do I go get this tattoo that's $200-300? What's the smarter thing for me to do? The smart thing for me to do would be go get the tattoo.
Probably
because, get the tattoo because it's cheaper.
Yeah, and
then
it needs to be finished. It's already started.
Right, and I have money to invest, more money to invest, right?
Yeah.
Does that happen?
Does
No.
he do that?
No, I don't. I don't.
Hence mentioning the gun.
Right. So, yeah. Shields had opened up not too long ago in Colorado Springs. Love the store, right? Shields is awesome. Shields is like the Walmart of the outdoor world.
I need to go there.
Got a little bit of hunting, a little bit of fishing, a little bit of boating, a little bit of everything. It's your Costco of
Oh damn.
the outdoor world, right?
Shout out Shields.
So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Oh, they also got a Ferris wheel in there.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, they got a giant Ferris wheel. It's not giant, but they got a Ferris wheel in there.
Scarlett would love that.
Yeah, it's cool. So I'm sitting at the kitchen table looking through magazine. I'm like, guns. Looking on my phone, looking at guns, right?
Guns. More guns.
Because I was like, guns. I want a gun.
I like guns.
And then I decide, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna look at Shields and see what Shields has. Well, they had this HK 416, a little 22 long rifle, right?
Oh yeah.
For $450. I was like, I could totally do that. Easy, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to Shields. Let's go. Going to Shields.
I'm out.
I'm out. I'm gonna see what they got. I get there. I'm walking. I'm looking at the selection they got. They have a decent gun selection there. They also have. Dude, I almost bought me one of the AR shotguns that they had there.
Excuse me?
Yeah, for $450. Epic 12 gauge. I was like, that would be awesome, but that's not what I want. That's not what I'm looking for, right? Looking around, and then I saw a long range rifle that I want to start building, but I was like, do I really want to spend that kind of money right now? No, I don't. And then I found my gun.
The one.
I found the one. I sitting there looking at it. I'm like, you know what? That might be it.
That might be it.
So I then leave. Tell the girlfriend, I'm like, look, we're walking away. Walking away. Look at scopes. Look, check scopes out. I'm like, alright. Well, I probably spent about $1,200 for a scope and rifle, right? That's not bad at all. Well, right? Like,
I mean,
and that's
a
and
lot
that's
of money.
it's still, yes, that's a lot of money. However, for the build that I want to do for my
You should
rifle,
never miss. Once it's sighted in, it should be good for a long time.
Oh, like it had everything I've been looking for pretty much. A little bit of long range and a little bit of close combat, right? So I got an aim sport. It's an aim sport scope. It was like $110. It's got two different light settings for the scope, which is freaking awesome, red and green. And
Fuck
then
yeah.
if you'd want, and then it's also just got the black crosshairs. It also has a laser pointer adapter on it.
Fuck yeah, that's what I was seeing on it.
So there was a huge bonus to that too. I was like, I gotta do that.
Fuck yeah. I like new toys.
So I tell the girlfriend, I'm like, we're walking away, okay, and we go downstairs, like to a completely different level. I probably should have left the building.
We have it downstairs.
Oh, it's 2 floors, yeah.
Jeez.
They have a Ferris wheel in there. How else do you think they're gonna do that?
I was thinking like Costco.
Oh no.
Just like a big warehouse.
So I tell her, I'm like, if we so happen to make it upstairs again, then I'm buying one, right? I'm buying a gun. We scope everything out. She finds a couple things she needs for her softball girls for softball. I run into a buddy from softball when I was playing softball last season. Talked with him for a little bit, and then went back upstairs. We found ourselves back upstairs. I'm like, all right, well, I guess it's meant to be. So I spent like $1,200. Got me a cute little F1 firearm. It's from Firearms King. F-15 supported rifle.
Sounds fancy.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be picking her up this week sometime.
And as much as I wanted to find a girlfriend, I blame myself for the purchase, but I don't regret it.
I don't either.
I don't regret it, especially with certain laws that are trying to get pushed right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the story of my purchase.
Yeah,
I like toys.
I like that.
I like that.
We love new toys. We love stories about everyone's new
I
toys.
love my toys, and it was time to get a new toy. So now I might have to wait another month or two until I get my tattoo.
Yeah.
Dang.
Guys, let us know what you think. What you found about Ben's little story. What you think about getting new toys and stuff. Tell us your story. Well, what do you think? Did you hear about Johnson & Johnson pausing because of blood clots? How that
Just made me confirm that I'm gonna hold off on getting the vaccine
I am
just that much longer.
I am definitely gonna hold off at least another month.
Oh, I'm gonna hold off until it's one of
I
those.
keep pushing it off a month every time I say it.
No, man, I'm gonna keep pushing it off.
Yeah, at this point, if I had to take it, it would be the Pfizer one. Because it looks like a lot of people have taken it and it's doing really good.
But not there yet, for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
But for me, like I said last time, when it comes to the vaccine, I'm not gonna get it until I need it to travel, and I don't need it to travel right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to Europe anytime soon, so I don't need it anytime soon.
Well, we're supposed to go to a wedding in Mexico in a year or two.
I'm going to I'm supposed to be going to Cancun here in July.
Oh yeah, you need that. Hopefully,
No,
you don't need it.
no, I don't.
No, I was saying like travel.
I don't need the vaccine for it.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully not then either.
Right now, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully none of that. Hopefully none of that shenanigans starts affecting people that openly don't want to do it.
Here's my thing. Why are there these safety regulations, 6 foot distancing in these airports, but then the airliners are still going to jam pack these flights? Every flight is full.
Yep.
Why can't we go back to music festivals, 100% capacity? Why can't we do?
Some places have.
Some places have. I understand that, and some states are getting rid of their COVID regulations,
Yeah.
while others are still playing the rules. We're getting into our next podcast here, guys.
But yeah, the vaccine is. I think for the most part, people are accepting of people not wanting it. But like the doctors and the scientists and the health experts say that we have to get like 60% of the population vaccinated to reach herd immunity or something like that. So I don't know.
Whatever that means.
Exactly, whatever that means. But I did want to talk about big topic. I wanted to talk about, and it don't take it as like a political way. I guess you can, because it's kind of along the lines of making money. So a CEO named Dan Patrick, he is the CEO of Gravity Payments. Gravity Payments is a payment processing place.
Right.
So he decided he was going to give all his employees, he calls it a living wage of $70,000 a year, and he claims that it proves that it is better for society and business. And yeah, let me see if I can find the article while you tell everyone what you think about that.
Yeah, I can see where he's going with that, because most people are gonna only see $35,000-$40,000 a year at most in their lifetime. Um, Now, he did this with his one company. Good for him, right? If we do that across the entire nation, we still have to account for inflation, because these other corporations are then going to increase their prices on product. That's where the issue of capitalism falls. It comes into play here, I think, anyways, because these monopolies are going to do whatever they can to make the most dollar. Uh, but it still sounds appealing, right? If you think about it, 70K a year, most people can live comfortably on that.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
but I don't think I just don't think he put into account of, if you do that for the entire country, what that would do to the economy.
So here's his post. I'm not exactly sure when this was posted.
If you can enlighten me more from this article or post.
This was his post verbatim. After I cut my CEO salary by 1 million to raise our minimum wage to
There's that too.
70K in
There's that too. He cut his own salary.
in
You're
2015, our revenue tripled, headcount grew 70%, customer base doubled, number of staff having babies grew 10%, 10% of staff bought houses in high-priced Seattle, 70% of employees paid down debt, highest paid employees now earn 5 times the lowest paid one, down from 36 times before. No gender pay gap. We made it through the pandemic with 0 layoffs. Our customer fee increases. He says, "What's good for employees is good for business."
The beginning of it changes the whole concept of it. You're a CEO of a company, right? And you just openly admitted that you're going to cut your own salary by 7 figures, by $1 million, to then put back into your own company. What other CEOs are going to do that?
Yeah.
I don't think any of these major corporations, Walmart and Costco, are going to take those pay cuts to put back into their company and help their employees like he did. That's an entrepreneur mindset, which is awesome. How and so that's a leader too.
Yeah.
How can I help my business grow? I have to sacrifice something to help my business grow. What is it that I have to sacrifice? I have to sacrifice my own money to put into the company. And then, as he just spewed off, him sacrificing that $1 million to put back into the company,
yeah,
was a snowball effect for his entire company.
Yeah.
Because, oh, my leader cares about us. I'm going to work for my leader because he cares.
Yeah, no doubt.
So clearly changed the whole perspective of my view of it.
Yeah, good old Dan Price, guys. Go look him up. He's trying to help the thing. Let me read you a couple of his Instagram posts.
That, I guess, that doesn't change my view on everything still, but it just shows that morality behind a leader can do great things, and that shows that capitalism does work. That free market does work.
Yeah. Yeah, free market does also get taken advantage of.
It just gets taken advantage of. That's where that's where the issue lies.
Yeah, Dan Price says right here in an Instagram post, he says, 3.5 years ago there were 0 people worth $100 billion. Mm-hmm. Now there are 8.
Yep.
Those 8 people have gotten $110 billion richer in the pandemic and have $1 trillion combined.
Yep.
Every one of them pays a lower effective tax rate than you.
That's also because they're putting money into the index accounts that I work with.
Yeah.
Oh, dun dun dun! Did I just say that? Oh shit! I didn't mean to say that. Or did I?
Yeah, guys, go look up what an index account is. Show. Let's find another one of these. Harley Davidson laid off at least 640 people last year as sales continued to fall. The CEO said it hurt morale. Anyway, the company gave the CEO $9.4 million, a 24% raise over CEO pay from the prior year, It also gave its ex-CEO a $4 million severance.
Wow.
Yeah,
So Harley Davidson was like, "Fuck the employees. Thanks for your work."
pretty much. Pretty much. I'll tell you one more. This guy
There
likes
wasn't-
getting dirt
There
on
wasn't
people.
much on that. Like, that's fucking shit, dude. That's shitty.
Um, let's see. I don't like that one.
What other ones does Dan Price got for me?
Okay, let's talk about this. U.S. companies have over $2 trillion in offshore havens. People don't get to just magically avoid taxes. Why do huge corporations? Close the loopholes to ensure companies actually pay what they legally owe. He says, can't believe that's so difficult and controversial.
He's not wrong.
I mean, $2 trillion.
The biggest
Right,
way
that's
to
money.
avoid these taxes is through offshore accounts.
Yeah.
And the only way to create offshore accounts is by creating
I was gonna say, how the
foreign
fuck?
entities.
People always talk about, like, you always hear about it in movies and shit about
No, it's a real thing.
like offshore accounts. What is that? Like, is it just a bank account in a different country? Is that really all it is?
Let me pull up the old Google and we can do a Google search.
Let's
on
see what Google tells us.
Google tells us because
Google's gonna be skewed a little bit, anyways. They're gonna tell you a fairy tale version. You know what I mean? At least that's what I've found with Google. Google tells you more of a liberal fairy tale.
So an offshore bank is a bank regulated under international banking license, which usually prohibits the bank from establishing any business activities in the jurisdiction of establishment. Due to less regulation and transparency, accounts with offshore banks were often used to hide undeclared income.
I wonder if these places are like hard to find, if they're watched, if they're like. I just have so many. I don't understand. Like, offshore bank account sounds like some thing everyone should have, you know? Everyone should have an offshore bank account. That should be their normal way of banking.
Pros: reduce taxes, protect assets, privacy, allow international investing. Cons: potential to be expensive, harder to access money, harder to evade taxes, less security.
Ah. So it's more like banks that don't meet the standards, like back alley banks.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Back alley banks. There you go. That's a good way to put it.
Scary. Might have to come after someone if they take all your money.
Fuck no, they're not. They're not coming after me.
No, I was gonna say you have to.
No.
You might have to go after someone.
Yeah, true. I would have to go after
if
them.
they take your money.
I thought I just saw something fly.
Ooh, don't.
No, I saw
season.
something fly.
Circus season.
Sorry, I'm not gonna see a turkey flying 100 feet in the air.
Most likely not gonna see a turkey fly. Yeah, unless something's down there scaring them.
It's just a little bird in your tree.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. If you don't know, now you know. We didn't really talk about DMX dying, did you?
No, we didn't. That's such a sad day.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Sorry, DMX. Sorry to hear that you overdosed, had a heart attack. I think what it sounds like had happened. I was trying to read a bunch of different articles, and
I didn't read into it.
mostly every article said that he had a heart attack, but there were like 2 or 3 articles that said he had an apparent drug overdose. And we know that he had suffered from addiction.
Yep.
Yeah.
He went to rehab several times. He was actually in rehab was it 2017, 2018? He's in rehab in New Hampshire.
Where you work?
Yeah.
Cool. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, like 3 blocks away.
Yeah. I mean, I think things will start to get back to normal and masks won't be needed unless you're like fucking sick. I think the whole thing about being sick and still going to work is gonna seriously change now.
I saw the funniest thing, and I wanted to laugh in his face so bad just because I had this vendetta against this guy for the longest time. He, 2 masks. He was wearing 2 masks. And then 95. It was. I'm pretty sure it was an N95, and then just like a little another
Like a
one,
cloth one?
cloth one over it. I was like,
Yeah, I'm not wearing 2 masks, guys. I know Fauci said it anything protects you. It's like, well, just put yourself in a bubble then. Air filtration bubble.
Yep.
If you're that scared, get yourself a bubble.
I
don't know how you're gonna go out and go grocery shopping.
They don't.
Yeah.
They have Walmart deliver everything to them,
See, I'd rather just like.
or they have someone do whatever, the Postmates or whatever. They have their groceries delivered to them.
That's true. There's, I think, a lot of the majority of the population in the United States and in some other countries was like seriously the whole pandemic getting their groceries delivered to them.
Well,
like you've seen all those videos now of people like, hey, before the pandemic, there was a Subway here. Now, it's not. Like, well, it's because you're a scared little baby. Like I for the most part tried to do my part as far as the pandemic, but
we're gonna put a Monopoly board in your bar in Missouri.
that looks sweet, dude.
Epic.
That was
Build
sweet.
little like hotels and houses for them.
Yeah. So my you know how I was telling you that Mike was gonna move in?
Yeah.
He moved into the apartment area, the big room.
Oh. Okay.
So he's got like I guess a couple couches and his bed and stuff in there. And I don't know what his plan is. I think he's talking about building a wall, building that wall I was telling you about. Put the get it kind of bedroomed off.
Need to close that door off.
Yeah, and then he still wants to move the stairs, which I don't really care to move the stairs, but it would make the kitchen and the bathroom.
Oh,
bigger.
the stairs to the garage?
Yeah. It would make the kitchen and the bathroom bigger if the stairs were gone. But you know.
Oh, gone.
You
said
you
gone.
Move it. Yeah. Yeah, to like you know when you're standing looking out in the big room at the bathroom door? Yeah, he wants to put it like over there. It's like, man, it's a lot of work.
Oh, and then so just move it over. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that is a lot of work.
Yeah. Cut a hole in the floor.
Cut a hole in the floor. You
gotta
support that. You gotta re-support that foundation.
All that.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
That's what I said. I was like, it's not really worth it. It's not really worth it, man.
No, man. And when
you'd be better off to just come out further into the room with the kitchen and the bathroom.
Yeah.
But the bathroom's plenty big.
Make that just a little hallway or something.
Bathroom's plenty big. It doesn't need to be any bigger. But that place is gonna be a blast, dude. We're gonna be
excited.
I have a couple people talked into possibly buying houses down there, and all of us just go in on a company that buys up houses down there and flips them, and then rents them out instead of selling them.
Mm-hmm.
Run like Airbnbs out of all of them.
That's the easiest way to get into real estate right now.
Oh, dude, we will make bank, and we will have the easiest job. for the most part, like we'll have to learn a little bit more about selling and buying houses and stuff like that. But I've done it.
I got that covered.
I've done it a couple times.
I'm gonna be working on. That's what I'm doing. That's what county finance.
Yeah.
All that happy shit.
I sold a house and bought two more houses. Sold a house and bought two houses in 4 months. It was hectic there for a second. It's stamped in my brain now of how most of it works. So we should be good. I'm pretty confident about doing it. And then I think since Missouri is like central in the country, like we could have houses
Just take up
everywhere.
Yeah.
On lakes, have our main theme be like lake houses. I don't really want to fuck with ocean houses. Ocean is
Beach houses.
Oh yeah, beach houses and ocean houses are
Yeah,
rude.
but beach houses you can also get most profit out of.
Yeah, there's a reason because you need it. Nate was telling me that they were looking at houses out in Galveston. He said that the insurance company wants 1,000 plus per month
Yeah.
for like a $400,000 house. Dude, $1,000 a
Yeah, the
month.
premium's high down there.
Well, and I think I don't think
Well,
that's
because
like
of
the
the-
full plan. I think that's just like the hazard
No,
insurance.
yeah, their monthly. It's dumb.
Dude,
But
that's
it's
insanity.
because of the floods and
Yeah.
hurricanes.
Like I want to, for the most part, stay away from that. Like if we do spots in Texas, there's a couple lakes I've been looking at that I think are far enough away that if they get hurricanes, they'll just kind of get wind and rain. They won't get like massive flooding and we'll have to keep all that in mind when we buy houses. Definitely if we start like a business out of it.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
100%. I already started trying to look into get first time buyers loan, but I can't yet because I don't have a stable income. Cause
See, and you're smart. You're thinking about using that for an investment.
Yeah.
Most people are like, oh no, I'm gonna buy my first house with a first time home buyer. You're like, dude, I'm buying
first time home buyer loan. I'm gonna use
Since-
that as
yeah,
investment property.
Since you're remote, you can just be like, no, I'm gonna live there. Like I
Yeah.
need it to live there. I'm gonna buy the first time home buyers program through the VA. Bam.
I gotta wait though until I have stable income.
You only need
Or a
2
fat-
months.
or a-
You only need 2
no,
months
no,
of
no.
income.
So with my job, I'm considered variable.
Oh, so they're gonna want a bunch of
2
them.
years.
Oh damn.
They'd want 2 years of consistent income.
Son.
So
Damn. That's shitload, bro.
it's either
I didn't know it was
I
like
just
that.
like save up a shit ton of money for a fat down payment in a year and a half, or I don't know, because right now, even if I do part time, they wouldn't. No one would take part time.
You're right.
They want full time because they a bunch of choochers. Make sure I'm making my money.
Yeah.
So it's either like I could go in with someone. I can definitely. That was only if I go in by myself, right? But if I have a co-signer who's making a salary,
Yeah.
then
That would be
absolutely,
legit.
That'd be the way I can go. So I was just trying to look at doing it myself.
Dude, my dad is me and my dad are pretty much in this house together, and then he was gonna just buy the Missouri house, and then the Missouri house people, financiers were like, no, 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 you're not gonna be able to be that much in debt. Can you co-sign with anyone? So I co-signed with my dad, so pretty much we're in both of the houses together. But that's fine. I think once we get this house like we had the last house, like it's stunning when you walk in.
Yep.
I think it'll be. I think we'll be well on our way to a good career in flipping houses. Mo was Mo was like, and I don't know if Mo's listening to this right now, and if not, she can find out later. But uh, I've been thinking in the back of my head this whole time because she's like, I want my forever home after this one. I'm like, okay, that's fine. We'll invest in another house after this one. But I'm pretty sure that I totally lost my train of thought because I think I heard a turkey.
That was a chicken.
Oh, okay.
And that was one of your chickens.
Other different bird, different bird. Oh, so I remember now. So I'll just invest in a house here, while Dad is gonna use his profit money to just go uh, buy another house down there. I think he's gonna buy a second house down there,
Right.
and I'm gonna use my investment to buy another house here.
See, so for my, yeah, I mean, yeah, do that. For my dream house, put quotation around this, my house that I'm gonna build my own house, essentially. But I'm just gonna go and find the right land first and put the $20,000 on the land for how many acres?
Yeah, I like that.
And then go and put like storage container house or two up on that bitch to live super minimalistic like until that house is done, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it sounds like the shit. I kind of want to.
But obviously,
I told my dad that I want him to get established down there with his lake houses, and I was gonna flip one more house here, and I think we're gonna do the same thing. I think in 10 or so years, or maybe 5, 10 years, somewhere in there, I'm gonna try and build a house down there. I'm gonna try and buy a piece of land,
best way to do it
get
is
a septic
get
tank
get
put
like
in, get a fucking electricity run to it, get water put in,
that's where we
and then
put
build the fucking
a
house.
little commune. We do a little commune.
Yes, dude.
Have like 30 acres with 5 houses.
Big thing is you can't be in floodplain.
No.
And people will try and sell you land in floodplain for cheap. So you gotta watch out for that.
I mean, if we do, we just gotta build for it.
Like there's some pieces of property in like the Ozarks that are fucking perfect. The house goes straight up for the most part in the backyard. It would never flood. But you still get a really nice property and it's not too steep that you can't walk down it. You put a little dock back there, you're in a nice little cove. It's the ideal place. And like the Ozarks is huge. It's like 100 miles long without including
The
the
little fingertips.
coves.
The little fingertip coves it's got.
Yeah. Well, what do you think?
Sounds like we're about wrapping up SOGP here. I think we're running out of ideas for today.
Yeah, we got slightly off topic.
Got slightly
Multiple
off
times.
topic, which we do, but we also were trying to fill time for an hour, which is alright.
Yeah. If you are watching us on Twitch, stick around because we are about to start our Purple Oath. If you are watching us on YouTube or checking us out on Twitch or not Twitch, Anchor and Apple and Spotify and YouTube, go ahead and go check out our other podcast. It's called Our Purple Oath. We are also